ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Royal Farms Arena. We're getting set for tonight's game between the Detroit Waza Flo and your Baltimore Blast. But first of all, let's give it up for those beautiful cheerleaders, your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders. All right, ladies and gentlemen, also I'd like to remind you that it's $1 hot dog night, and we've got a great game in store for you as your Blast take on the Detroit Waza Flo. But right now, it's time for the Parade of Champions, brought to you by Advanced Radiology, Top Tier Gear, Buffalo Wild Wings, Merritt Properties, and Rosedale Roofing. And we'd like to celebrate a number of young people who have achieved great success in their own respective endeavors as they take the field now for our Parade of Champions. First up, Freedom Soccer. Once again, give it up for Freedom Soccer. Here comes the gang from Dundalk Soccer. Hartford Tech High School Soccer. That's it for tonight's Parade of Champions, brought to you by Advanced Radiology, Top Tier Gear, Buffalo Wild Wings, Merritt Properties, and Rosedale Roofing.
And glad to be with you tonight from the Royal Farms Arena in downtown Baltimore as Major Arena Soccer League action is back on the air. Hi again, everybody. Gary Stein along with Paul Mittermeier, your Blast broadcasters, as the Blast look to go 3-0 tonight, taking on the Detroit Waza Flo. And it's a quick turnaround for Detroit, Paul, and a tall order for them, as they're on the back end of a 2-game and 2-night stretch here, and they don't have a lot of players who are here tonight.
Yeah, tough loss for them, 9-4 in Syracuse last night to come to Baltimore. They're playing with 8 field players, which, I mean, that's just a tall order.
That's only 3 subs.
It's hard to play the Blast when you've got some
15.
depth, 15, 16, right? Because of the high pressure that you see from the Blast all the time, it's going to be a tough task for Detroit tonight to come into this arena on a back-to-back situation and play a rested, healthy, deep Blast team.
Blast have a 21-game home winning streak. They're 42-2 in their last 44 at home. And one hallmark of this team is quick starts. They've outscored their opponents 7-0 in the first quarters combined in the first 2 games.
You know, it's interesting. You go back to the first game against Chicago, and I thought the Blast controlled play. They got on top of Chicago quickly, and they got the 3-0 lead. Last week a little different. It was, Syracuse took the play to the Blast, I thought, in the first quarter, but when the Blast had opportunities, they finished. And all of a sudden, you're Syracuse, you're playing pretty well in the first quarter, you look up, and you're losing 4-0. I mean, that was probably something that was tough mentally to overcome. They never did it on the scoreboard. William Vanzella pitched his 8th career shutout against Syracuse last week, and now it's Detroit. It's the Waza Flo coming in here to try to take a shot.
Vanzella now 2-0 on the year, and of course the shutout. He's only faced 18 shots in 120 minutes. A lot of turnover with the Blast in the offseason. A lot of veterans now gone. Neto gone, Lucio gone, Lookingland gone for 2 years. They had a lot of confidence in their rookies from last year, such as Vinny Dantas and Anawa Obasi, and those guys have delivered early for the Blast.
Well, you made that point last week in the broadcast about how they only have one player over 30, and that they've been a team that's been so used to having those veterans, being able to bring along the young players. I talked to Danny Kelly before the game tonight. He made that point. He said, we're a long way from where we want to be. We have a lot of young guys. We have a lot of guys still learning the game, and I think he feels like they're going to be a better team as the season goes along, and they kind of find themselves with a lot of these young players than they are right now.
Of course, other rookies this year, second-year players. Juan Pereira's had a good start with a couple of assists, 3 assists actually. Pat Healy also from the back with 3 assists as well for the Blast. Last night in the MASL, and one interesting note among many, was the fact that Tacoma, with Danny Waltman in goal, lost last night to Sonora. 6-4 is the score. There are only 3 unbeaten teams in the league right now. The Blast at 2-0. Missouri wins last night. They're at 4-0 in the league, and Brownsville's only played the 1 game, so they're 1-0. Blast don't play Missouri for a while. I don't think they play them until like the last month of the year.
Wow, so Missouri's what? That's at least 22 straight, right? Or 24 straight.
As far as regular season.
Regular season games,
right, 24 consecutive regular season. Blast, of course, beat them in the playoffs last year. So it'll be the Detroit Waza Flo. By the way, in case you're wondering, Waza Flo is not a term that is often used. In fact, I've never used that term except when calling a Baltimore-Detroit game. Apparently, Waza Flo is both a Japanese word that means good technique and a Swahili word that means to think clearly.
Oh.
So we'll see what Detroit brings to the game here tonight, if they can do either one of those two things.
We'll see if they think clearly tonight. We'll see if that happens.
With only 8 field players. We'll take a timeout and come back with our opening kick from Baltimore right after this.
Baltimore.
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 Are you ready?
Starting it forward this evening, number 8, Lucas Roque. Starting on defense, your Blast captain, number 9, Pat Healy. Starting it forward, number 11, Tony Donatelli. Defender, number 12, Adriano Dos Santos. Starting on defense, number 14, Aloha Obase. Midfielder, number 16, Brad Bonino. Midfielder, number 17, Jeremy Ortiz. Defender, number 19, Uzin Tayo. Midfielder, number 22, Juan Pereira. Forward, number 27, Jim Ho Kim. Forward, number 28, Vinny Dantas. And now the coaches of your Baltimore Blast, assistant coach David Basco. And the head coach of your 2015 Baltimore Blast, Danny Kelly. There they are, Blast fans, your 2015-2016 Baltimore Blast. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask you to please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of God Bless America and our own national anthem by tonight's special guest, the Sparrows Point High School Chorus. The Sparrows Point High School Chorus. Tonight's alternate referee, Daniel Marlowe.
Back at you here from Royal Farms Arena, where the Blast and the Detroit Waza Flo just moments away from our opening kickoff tonight. Blast at 2-0 atop the Eastern Division in the MASL. Detroit one game back at 2-2, coming off a loss last night in Syracuse 9-4 to the Silver Knights. Silver Knights are also 2-2 in the division, and Harrisburg rounds it out at 0-2. Detroit came in here last year, Paul, got beat badly by the Blast, 26-0. Blast went 2-0 against Detroit last year. By that margin here, 9-6 up in Detroit. So Blast have never lost to this franchise.
It was actually a pretty good game up in Detroit. Detroit got up early. Blast came back and got that victory, but it wasn't close here. And I'm just going to say it's going to be tough for a depleted Detroit team to figure out a way to keep it close here tonight. We'll see how it goes, though.
In case you're just joining us, Detroit did play last night in Syracuse, so they traveled down today. That's never easy. They're only dressing, 9 or 10 guys. One of them's a goalkeeper. Basically, they got their 5 starters and 3 or 4 subs at the most. Blast come in rested, healthy, confident off the shutout over Syracuse last week. As you see Vanzella going in goal, there's Obasi in the Blast uniform. They'll be with the red on red tonight, and Detroit will be in the road blue with the black shorts and the blue socks. So that's kind of your preamble here to tonight's match between Detroit and Baltimore.
Well, they're doing some maintenance on the field. Evidently, there was an incident with the sign before the game.
The Blast sign.
The Blast sign. So there's some debris on the field. They got the vacuum cleaner out earlier. I'm not sure they got it all, though. So they're still hunting. They're hunting for glass, I think, in the box on the Detroit side of the field.
It's been 2 years and a week since the Blast have lost at home. November 13th of 2013, last Blast lost 8-0 to Milwaukee, so basically 105 weeks since the Blast have lost at home. We'll see what the result is here tonight. Detroit will kick it off. They'll be going from left to right to start it off. Blast start off the game with Obasi along with Levi Wapu. Pat Healy will be in the back. Lucas Roque and Tony Donatelli for the Blast. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll start with Brian Omandi in the back, along with Ricardo Sobrera, Ivan Campos, Coste Deku, and in goal tonight, number 82, Rafael Diaz, who got the loss last night in Syracuse. Diaz kicks it up ahead towards midfield. Blast looking to control. Blast first possession here from right to left.
Well, Blast will leave it on the foot of Vanzella as he kind of runs the show from the back for the Blast.
Vanzella with a shutout last week, his 8th of the career, had 4 last year. Here's a chance right out in front. Roque stoned by the keeper Diaz, and they say handball on Lucas before that.
Oh, Detroit gets a break there. Nobody really marked Roque going through the box, and that was an easy goal if he's able to settle with anything but his arm, but he wasn't. So the Waza Flo dodged a bullet there.
Blasts have started fast in the last 2 games, 7-0. You can be assured they'll try to do that here tonight, and they'll put a lot of pressure on Detroit in the back, or Detroit's back, I should say, with their forwards like they always do. And I'm sure Diaz is going to see a lot of shots in his box tonight. Kick in Blast here. Blast have made a couple of changes. Obasi on the ball for the Blast. Juan Pereira has checked into the game. Pereira's had a big start, 3 assists in 2 games for Baltimore. Jeremy Ortiz making his second game appearance for the Blast. Got him from Rochester in the offseason. And here is Ortiz with the ball. Now back to the midfield. Adriano DeSantos for his first shift for the Blast tonight. 2 goals in the first 2 games for Baltimore.
I think Adriano's been a big story for the Blast early on this year.
Dantas with 6 points in 2 games turns. Fires one off the boards, rolls out. Kept in, though, by DeSantos, taken away by Detroit. Blast get a little help from the official.
I just don't know what Detroit was doing there. Is they were trying to play it off the boards where the official was standing instead of playing it up the field.
Omandi in the back.
And you're going to see a lot of pressure by the Blast.
No doubt. Blast will pressure. They're pressuring with 3 inside the yellow line now. Blast trying to win a ball in the midfield. Momentarily won by Liarno Di Oliviero, who is their leading scorer. 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points in 4 games. Shot blocked out in front by Pereira. Blast will control now. We're about 2.5 minutes into the first.
I wonder what Detroit's going to do to try to save energy, you know?
Yeah, they only got 9 guys.
It's basically less than one change.
If we get a chance later, let's get a shot, or maybe at a whistle. Let's get a shot of the Detroit bench. There's only like 4 guys on the bench. Blast have like a whole other team, 2 other teams. 12:22 left, free kick Blast.
This is a good restart opportunity for the Blast right here to the far wing.
Blast had 2 restart goals last week against Syracuse in the first quarter. One off a corner and one top of the box.
This is top of the box extended.
Basically. Healy, the trigger man. Remember, he found Roquet inside last week. This one he sends off to Jinho Kim for his first shot tonight. That one is blocked. Hey, attention small businesses. Netacom is an alternative phone and internet provider specializing in small businesses just like yours. Netacom provides phone lines, phone systems, internet access, and everyday computer and help desk support. Check them out online at netacom.com. Also, Advanced Radiology is proud to be the official medical imaging provider of the Blast. When you need fast, accurate results, trust the team of experts at Advanced Radiology. Visit advancedradiology.com for a location near you. Here come the Blast again. Here's Hoxie with his first touch, trying to set something up inside the box. That's blocked by the Detroit defense. To midfield, and Uzi Tayu on for his first shift tonight. We'll keep it in for the Blast.
That was a great ball from Healy, who won one in the midfield to Hoxie that set up that last opportunity.
Tayu had a big assist last week for the Blast in the win over Syracuse. Here's Obasi now in the midfield. Obasi picked up defensively by Dominic Coco. And now back to Wapu. Blast with possession. That's their hallmark. They possess the ball. There's a shot by Levy just wide with the right. And now coming away with it is De Oliviero.
Nice job by Levy to split 2 defenders to get that chance.
Evan Butler with a foot on the ball for the Waza Flo. And now De Oliveira with it in the midfield, trying to squirrel away from 2 Blast defenders. Donatelli trying to win a ball, does, back to his keeper with 10:35 left to play in the first. No score, Blast and Detroit.
I'm not sure if Detroit's had any possession time in the Blast end yet.
Nice ball up ahead for Obasi in the corner. Setting up a man inside, and the goal for Roquet off of the assist from Obasi, and the Blast lead at 1-0. Time of the goal, 4:39 of the first.
Diaz, his own worst enemy there. He actually slowed the ball down and put it right out in front with his hand as he made the save, and right onto the foot of Roquet, who puts it into the back of the net to give the Blast the early lead.
And there he is, Lucas Roquet in his 4th year, his 4th goal in 3 games, his 57th goal in his 65th game.
Nice ball up ahead for Obasi in the corner.
Play, just a ball in that save there,
but
right
inside,
onto the foot of Roquet, who puts it into the corner for the
Roquet.
goal.
Blast looking to
And
control.
Ottawa Obasi
Blast
continues.
first possession here from right
his
to
3rd
left.
assist in 3 games, his 15th assist
Nice ball
in
up ahead
22
for
games
Obasi in the corner.
career, and then time of the goal, 4:39.
Setting up a man
Blast
inside, and the goal for Roquet.
Pass intended up for Dantas, picked off by Detroit. Campos for the Waza Flo. Now, Campos was with the La Raza back in the day when they first joined the old MISL. Back in, I want to say like 08, 09, 09, 10, something like that. Playing in Detroit now. Here is Campos with it in the corner, double marked by Roquet and Dantas. Ball skips off Roquet's foot towards the keeper. Vanzella makes the play. Rifles a pass up ahead for Dantas.
Look at this outlet, wow.
And running right with him is Omandi for Detroit.
Right off the outside shoulder.
How about Dantas? There's, off the post, rebound just wide. Pereira had 2 chances. And what work by Dantas to get free.
Again, Dantas, another Blast player, splitting 2 defenders and getting the job done. And that was a great feed. And then Pereira hit both corners. He hit the post on one side, and then his deflection off that rebound went right off over the to the dasher boards on the other side.
Here's Dantas again for the Blast in the corner. And that one taken away by Detroit. Need an apartment? Henderson Webb is your hometown property management company with over 10,000 apartments in Baltimore, Anne Arundel and Howard counties, and Baltimore City. Call 410-885-4100 or visit APTRENT, that's APTRent.com. Ask about the Blast Rent Special, equal housing opportunity. Fremont Mortgage, if you're looking to refinance or buy a home, call them. Your loan is handled here in Baltimore, not out of state. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Fremont Mortgage Funding is proud to back the Blast. That's why Fremont is on the back of their uniform. When you're ready to buy or refinance your home, Fremont is ready to back you too. Call 800-955-8508 for a free analysis. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Here comes Chance Sistano, wearing number 00 for Detroit. Trying to dig one out in the corner. Blast, though, control. That was Hoxie for the Blast, being met up by the Detroit defense. And now over the boards. This will be a legal procedure, top of the box.
Top of the box for Detroit here, their first good chance of the game.
So they'll have a set piece as the clock stops with 7:47 left to go in the first. It'll be Coste Deku on the ball. Blast will line up with 3 on the line and 2 in the box.
And boy, does Detroit really have to cash in on these situations, right?
Vanzella searching for the right angle here on his line. Here comes Deku now for Detroit. Tries to slip it through the wall. It actually did get through the wall towards the corner.
Yeah, deflected wide. But he did get it through.
There's Deku now in the midfield for Detroit. Sends one in for Butler. Good defense by Tayu for the Blast. Towards midfield, here's De Oliveira. And he's being marked by Donatelli. Donatelli missed last week. He's played in 1 game for the Blast, hasn't scored yet. Looks to get on the scoring board here tonight. We'll take a timeout with 7:11 left to go in the first. Blast on top of the Waza Flo, 1-0. And except for that restart opportunity, Paul, I don't think Detroit's had a shot yet in this game.
Yeah, no, they haven't. No. Very little possession time in the Blast end, so we'll see how it plays out. But so far it's all Blast. They got the early goal, and they've controlled play here in the first 8 minutes.
But they're only dressing 9 field players and a goalkeeper tonight, Detroit, as they travel from Syracuse last night, beaten by the Silver Knights 9-4 at the One Center. Here's Roque in the corner, picked up by Deku, stolen by Deku.
That's a nice read. Deku did a nice job there. Saw the ball was too hot, came in and really pressed the defense there and made the steal. But see, that's the thing. He makes the steal, but then just plays it into the Blast end for the Blast to possess again. You have to make more out of that.
As my son's first soccer coach when he was 8 years old, Lance Lowenstein used to say, when somebody passed to nobody, to who? To who? Here's Roque now in the Blast, again hounded by Deku. Turns to face the keeper, keeps it alive for Levi Wapu in the midfield. Now they reverse field here to the near side for Obasi. Blast controlling the pace and tempo of this game. Now Roque in the corner, getting the feed from Levy. Deku with him. Coming over to help is Omandi. And Blast will just continue and look for another opportunity.
And continue to reshuffle players, change guys off the bench, and regroup against the same 5 guys.
Here's Ortiz for the Blast. Went to LaSalle University, had a great career in the Atlantic 10. 4-year captain, 3-time All-League in the A-10. Now Levy looks to wind up. Tried to find Donatelli far corner, broken up by Butler. Donatelli, there's a nice feed. A one-touch by Healy, that one just wide. Great look, though, by Donatelli.
A nice job by Roque to take it around the boards and get it back out for another possession.
Blast have had the ball since 7-11. We're at 5:30. Here's a steal for them intended for Levy. This is over the boards, and let's see what they call here. It'll just be a kick in from the corner. Donatelli arguing his case.
Kick in Blast.
I'm saying that, skipped off the boards?
I guess. Carew Forbes making his first appearance tonight for the Blast. He's on the floor with Dantas, Donatelli, Wapu, and Healy. There's Dantas trying to win one from Healy in the corner, double teamed. You know, the one thing about Dantas, among others, is, for the size that he is, he's a pretty big guy. He's got quick feet.
Yeah, he's so tough to handle. We've seen him split a couple double teams tonight and then just be physical and win battles.
I'm not going to compare him to the Magician because, there's only one Stan Stamenkovic. But in body type, he was very similar to him and very quick on his feet, very light with the ball, very nimble. And I think that's where the comparison ends at this point, at least. Here's Wapu. Nice ball. Great save on the near post by Diaz.
Dos Santos tried to go 5-hole, and Diaz stuck his hand down between his legs and made the save. Wow. That's great. That's a great feed by Levy.
It's a 4th great opportunity for the Blast. They've only been able to convert 1. Now rolling one towards the keeper. That one blocked by Tayu. That shot taken by Campos.
And this is exactly what Detroit wants. They're hanging around, and have a shot here.
4:15 left. Blast have only put 1 up so far. Here's Diaz to midfield. That's a bad pass. This could be dangerous for the Blast. Detroit gets back.
Wow.
It was Sistano that got back for Detroit and kind of fell on off his own feet.
Detroit's going to have to be better than that if they're going to have a chance here tonight. That's a poor play that almost led to just a tap-in easy goal. And credit Deku for getting back and defensively making that play.
There's Deku on the ball right now. Just whizzes by Pereira. Blast, though, steer him to the corner with about 3:30 left to go in the first. There's Diaz for Detroit. Toe pokes it up ahead. Whoa. That one almost goes in. Wow. Lurking around was Campos, but there for the Blast was Tayu. Now here's Roque trying to win a ball. Again, stoned by the keeper, and Diaz covers up inside the box.
Actually, that was Ortiz.
Yeah.
Nifty little play by Ortiz to head it forward, and then he just tried to go right through the keeper.
He's a good player, gritty player, digs balls out in the corner, short tackler, can score. For over 50 years, Rosedale Roofing has proudly served the Baltimore region, making a big impact in our community. Honesty and service is what you can expect every time with Rosedale Roofing. Visit them online at rosedaleroofing.com today. Top Tier is the official uniform provider of the Blast and your source for the latest in team gear and apparel. Visit us at toptiergear.com to learn how TTG can provide your team their own custom look, just like we did for your Baltimore Blast.
Yikes. Blast wanted a quick restart, and the referees were playing keep away. Another turnover, and that was almost making an argument for 2 minutes there because he prevented a break, 2-on-1.
The foul was on Costa for Detroit, free kick Blast. 2:30 left in the first. Benzella had to be chopped away by the keeper Diaz. Donatelli trying to run it down. Correction, Hoxie trying to run it down. Ball is won by Detroit in the midfield. Here's Cabrera, who's got a goal and an assist in 3 games for Detroit.
And Waza Flo has dodged a couple bullets here early on.
Kim leaves it for Donatelli in the box. One time for Hoxie. I think the keeper may have gotten a hand on it on the cross.
There's like multiple guys wide open in the Waza Flo end.
1:50 to play in the first. Blast still nursing the 1-0 lead.
Blast had two guys wide open, one in the middle of the box and one on the far post, and they didn't see either one of them.
Obasi will play it back to the keeper. Blast will reset. Looks like Hoxie will go to the bench. Roque checks in. Donatelli to the bench. And Ortiz back in the game. Ortiz now with the left. Target. Roque tried to scoot it back to Ortiz. Couldn't do it. Now they volley a ball up ahead for Obasi. Kicked away by Campos. Held in now by Healy. Uses the boards nicely. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Ortiz with a drive that wide. 1 minute left to go in the first.
Ay, ay, ay.
Last minute of play in the quarter.
Just a multitude of missed opportunities for the Blast.
I mean, probably 6 or 7 at least. Obasi now. Obasi's got a chance here. He rips one off the crossbar and out. Another chance. I mean, even if the Blast converted on half of these, there's no call there. Even if the Blast have converted on half of these, we'd have a 6-0 game right now. And a foul called on the Blast with 31 seconds left in the first.
Well, Obasi with everything but the finish there, huh?
And the foul is on Obasi. Detroit will have it in the midfield. I mean, all things being equal, this game should be 6-0. Minimum. Here's a chance for Deku. And the Red Sea parts and then closes on him. And here's a chance for the Blast. Levy, one-on-one, going to measure the keeper up. Towards the goal! Oh, and that keeper bangs it into the corner himself, Diaz. 12 seconds left in the quarter.
Oh, my.
You got to give Detroit credit. They've weathered the storm here. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that is the end of the first quarter here in Baltimore. A lot of chances. Only the 1 goal. Roque from Obasi. 1-0 Blast after 1. Paul and I will take a timeout and come back with our second quarter from Baltimore right after this.
First quarter, Detroit 3 and the Blast 7. Once again, shots on goal in tonight's first quarter. Detroit 3 and the Blast 7. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the playing field. For your entertainment here at the break, please welcome the O'Connor Irish School of Dance. How about a nice round of applause for the O'Connor Irish School of Dance?
Second quarter action here at the arena. Blast in Detroit. Blast dominated the first quarter every place but the scoreboard. Out shooting Detroit 7-3, out-possessing them, but only 1-0 on the board.
Yeah, like last week, Syracuse, I thought had the better of play against the Blast in the first quarter. They were down, 3 or 4-0. Tonight, the Blast outplay the Waza Flo in the first, and it's a 1-0 game.
Blast now have it from left to right. Pereira sends one into the corner. Detroit kicks it back out. Healy now on it for the Blast. Pat in his 8th season for Baltimore. Scored his 200th career point last week against Syracuse. And it has 199 blocks in his career. And he is the captain. He basically has taken over the leadership role that Mike Lookingland vacated when he retired a couple years ago. Good ball up ahead to Santos for Donatelli. Correction, for Dantas in the corner. Back to Dos Santos, and now back to Dantas, trying to lose a man. Towards the goal, and Diaz had to be alert and scoops it up.
I thought that Dantas may play it off the boards, and he chose instead to put it right on goal, and I think he surprised Diaz a little bit, and Diaz, though, was able to get a hand on it and make the play.
Tayu for the Blast now. He and Dos Santos in the back. Kim in the midfield for the Blast. Here's a good ball. As Healy wide open. Off the boards and in the box. Chesapeake Employers Insurance helps keep workplaces safe because at the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return. Connect with your local agent or visit us online. Need a new phone system for your business? Well, Netacom provides high-quality business phones for free with every phone line system and high-speed internet plan. Check us out online at netacom.com.
Oh. There's a pushing foul.
Be on Detroit. It'll be on Sistano. Free kick Blast now with 12:55.
Oh, look at this.
Right out in front, missed that one. That one off the crossbar from Hoxie. Second crossbar the Blast have hit.
Hoxie just wound up and blasted it.
Yeah, like he was at
I
midfield.
don't think he had to. He just had to tap it in.
He wanted to kill that goal. Here's Levy. Levy's got a chance with a right foot. That one just wide. Headed out by Omandi. Blast keep it in. There's a chance. Oh, that's a nice play.
Yeah, best save of the night on either side.
Diaz robs Roque from about 15 feet.
That was good. That was well meant. That wasn't going to hit the post. That was going right in.
Here's a good ball up ahead. As they on the counter now. And that one did not finish well for Detroit. Well up over, and it'll be a goalkeeper distribution. Well, 11:57 left in the second. Detroit was shut out here last year, 26-0. Didn't score in the first quarter here tonight. So they're working on 75-plus minutes in Baltimore without a score.
Yeah, so is William Van Zella.
That's correct. Coming off the Syracuse shutout.
Amazing. 8 career shutouts for William.
When I was calling games back in the 90s, I don't think there were 8 shutouts in the 90s.
Right. In the whole decade.
In the whole league, I'm talking about.
No, I understand.
There's Dos Santos for Baltimore. Dumps it into the corner for Roque. Detroit doubles down on Lucas. That one over the boards. That one will be off the blast. So a kick in here for Detroit.
I think the Waza Flo's done a pretty good job of lulling the Blast to sleep a little bit here.
Yeah, but it's not like the Blast haven't had, 26 chances. Here's a steal. Oh, good setup for Roque. Back to Donatelli. Good return. Detroit, though, gets back. This one got to go off the boards. And the keeper there with Donatelli inside the box. So Diaz with another save. Blast do a good job of getting 5 behind the ball. Obasi easily steps in, intended for Campos. And Detroit gets nothing out of that possession. Blast with some changes. Donatelli off. Ortiz back on. DeSantos off. Healy back on. Obasi off. Duntas trying to slip one through. Intended for Kim. Broken up by Detroit. Here's another chance now. Kim turns. Oh, that's another great save. Rebound score! Blast finally converting. I think it's Donatelli on the goal.
I think it's Dantas. We'll see.
Yep, I think it is Dantas. Yep, Vinny Dantas scoring for the 3rd straight game. And the Blast finally put one past the goalkeeper.
Wow. Too many mistakes. And finally it makes Waza Flo pays for him. And this time they turn it over right around the yellow line. Kim with the first shot. It's a nice save by Diaz to begin with. Here's the turnover. Right here, you just can't give the ball away right there. You just can't give it away right there. They do. Turnover, quick touch. Now watch Kim blister one, and then the rebound. Dantas with a nice job of waiting on it. You don't see it, but he waits on it and then drills it off the half volley into the goal.
So Dantas with his 5th goal in 3 games, his 7th point.
Is that Kim's first point?
It is Kim's first point in his 3rd game. Dantas' 21st goal career in 18 games. Time of the goal 4:51. Blast lead at 2-0. Detroit on the restart. And there's a shot that had beaten Vanzella. Campos with a drive. They want a handball, no call. And Vanzella covers up on the near post on a header from Campos. That's the first time Detroit has really put pressure on Baltimore.
That's great positioning by Vanzella, though, on that header.
William now past the yellow line. His goals against average this year, 2. He and Danny Waltman shared the league lead in that category, 2.0. But that was before Waltman was beaten last night 6-4 by Sonora.
There's a nice defensive play by Detroit to win some possession. Let's see what Waza Flo does with this possession now.
A little bit over 6 minutes into the 2nd quarter. The Waza Flo on the short end here, 2-0. Costa, midfield. Detroit kind of feeling the Blast out right now, looking for an opening. The Embassy Suites by Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor, is the official hotel of the Blast. Enjoy beautifully appointed standard and suite guest accommodations, a complimentary evening reception, and a complimentary made-to-order full American breakfast buffet each morning. For reservations, call 410-727-2222 or visit us at embassysuitesbaltimore.com. And you're there this weekend, right, Paul?
Yep. The foul on Detroit, I think. Yeah, down there again this weekend. Was there last weekend. Enjoyed. I'll tell you what, last weekend was rough for me. Going to Carolina and then coming here and then having the Ravens game. So stayed downtown. Got a good night's sleep after the game last week. Had the free breakfast before the Ravens game on Sunday. Rejuvenated. I don't know if you saw the post I had, but I was on the 37th floor last week, so I had the beautiful view of Baltimore as well. Good stuff. Definitely good stuff.
Wait, so let me understand this. You had the breakfast at the Embassy Suites.
Right.
Then you got to the Ravens Stadium.
Yeah.
Ate another breakfast there.
No?
Okay.
I didn't eat the breakfast there.
I thought I saw you in the dining room.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, it was you, but I think you were just having coffee.
Oh, is that what it was?
There you go.
Okay.
And then there's lunch at halftime.
Are you accusing me of doubling up?
No, actually I'm not.
I have to say that I have done that before.
7:30 left to go in the second. Blast by 2. Blast have doubled up. Speaking of that, Detroit right now leading 2-0. Actually, that's mathematically not correct. You can't double up a 0.
That's correct.
Right? 2-1 would be a double. Here's Donatelli now for the Blast. We'll leave it back for Healy. Healy surveying the situation. Obasi comes free. He lines it up with the left. Wanted to go in the corner, and that one broken up by the Waza Flo. But Obasi making an effort on the way back.
Makes a mistake, but doesn't give up on the play and gets back defensively and creates a turnover.
That is Blast soccer in a nutshell. Healy, good ball up ahead for Donatelli. One touch off the boards. Almost had it to himself.
Yeah, I think that's what he was aiming for, but it didn't quite come off the boards like he hoped for.
And here's Obasi flying in and making a play. Leaving it for William. And now Kim on the near side.
That's a high-skill play right there.
In a tight space.
Yeah.
Here's DeSantos now into the corner. Dantas, the target, turns. And he had Donatelli cutting in through, but the ball took a little weird bounce off the boards.
The backspin killed him.
Oh, here's Dantas again. Header from Donatelli, or header from Dantas, I should say. And the keeper with another great save.
A near post shoulder that time. That has to be a foul on Detroit, no?
If Diaz weren't on his game, it'd be 10-0 right now.
Well, he's been good. Obviously made some saves. He struggled in his distribution, though.
That's true. Here's Donatelli. Lines one up. That one may have bounced off of Omandi. Keeper now way outside the box. Sliding tackle. Blast not giving up on the play. Here's Forbes for the Blast, along with can't make it out. Looks like it may be Ortiz.
No, it's Kim. It's Kim. I think it's Kim with the foul, yeah.
Yeah, your eyesight's a lot better than mine.
Tell you what, LASIK surgery 20 years ago, best thing I ever did in my life.
You know what? I may have to look at that. Hey, THB voted Baltimore's best bagels year over year. THB Bagels and Deli offers bagels and breakfast sandwiches, signature deli sandwiches, salads, homemade spreads, in addition to catering options for businesses and private events. Check out any of their 3 locations now in Towson, Timonium, or Canton, or visit TowsonHotBagels.com to order online. D'Oliveira for Detroit, their leading scorer, back on the floor. Stagno with the ball for Detroit in the corner, broken up by Forbes. Stagno and Campos now. Hey, Blast fans, MedStar Sports Medicine is the official medical team of the Blast. Trust the sports medicine trained doctors, physical therapists, and certified athletic trainers of the largest sports health program in the area, MedStar Sports Medicine. Call 888-44-SPORT or visit MedStarSportsMed.org.
Found Campos that time, or Campos, as Gary Sanauers pronounces it. Campos.
Well, Gary's never wrong. Webb Mason provides on-demand marketing solutions that help companies deliver consistent branding across all their internal and external audience touch points. Their suite of software and services make Webb Mason a one-stop shop for companies' offline, online, creative, and integrated marketing needs. Blast with a couple chances, and again, the keeper equal to the task.
A great give and go that time by the Blast. And everything but the finish.
Here come the Blast again. Wapu feeding a man. Ortiz off the boards in the box for Hoxie. Towards the goal, and he scores. He stayed with it, and Andrew Hoxie makes it 3-0.
Oh, as great as Diaz is playing, what was he doing there? He was way out of the goal, and Hoxie stayed with it, just turned and scored from the sharp angle. Let's take a look at this again. Where is Diaz here? Because this should have been a pretty easy save if your positioning is good. Here's the replay. The shot here. Hoxie with the settle. Where's Diaz going? Oh, he put it 5-hole. That's what it was. Yeah, he was there, but he put it right between the legs.
Hoxie's 3rd goal in 3 games for the Blast this year comes at 11:07 of the second, and a timeout on the floor. We'll take it 2 with the Blast leading 3-0. whole game. Back at you here with 3:53 left in the half. Blast enjoying a 3-0 lead on Detroit.
And it could have been like 10, right?
Right. The assist, by the way, on the Hoxie goal goes to Ortiz. That's his first point as a member of the Blast. Ortiz 29th career assist, his 111th point in his 78th game. Hoxie now with 60 career goals in 67 games. Pereira boots it out of bounds. It'll be free kick Detroit now. And Detroit gives it away again. DeSantos in the back. We'll have Vanzella as an ally here on the near side. There's William now.
Look
there,
at that,
just
look at
passing
that pass.
over top of Detroit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Man, he just put that right on Obasi's foot.
Here's another chance for the Blast. That one just wide. Good two-man game inside the box.
Well, Detroit, or the Waza Flo just gave it away again right in the box.
DeSantos now towards the goal. Breaks down his man towards the goal. And again, that one just wide. Roque in the corner. May have mistimed his jump. May have been pushed from behind.
But pushed in the back.
Free kick Blast from the corner with under 3 minutes now to play in the half.
Pushing foul on Detroit's number 10, Kostya Deku. Free kick, Blast.
Donatelli inside for Roque. Deflected away by Detroit. Held in by the Blast. Here's Obasi now surveying the situation. Nothing there going to the left, so leaves it off for Pereira. Blast very patient here, leading 3-0. Blast fans, don't forget Pratt Street Ale House tonight. After the game for a post-game party, meet your favorite players and cheerleaders while enjoying food and drink specials just for Blast fans. It's not very inclusive.
Do what?
It says just for Blast fans.
Oh.
It's not very inclusive. You know, come one, come all. Held in by Kim. 2 minutes left in the half.
Blast are just being too fine. Just shoot the ball. I mean, you can't make 3 passes in the box.
Here's a nice ball. Battling is Healy. Stagno for Detroit in pursuit.
I mean, they're trying to make the perfect pass. You get the ball within 15 feet in a good shooting position, take a shot.
Campos keeps it alive for Detroit onto De Oliveira's foot. Cabrera on the floor for Detroit as well. He's got it right now in the back. Minute 20 left. Inching in for the Blast is Donatelli. There's Diaz. Long ball up ahead for Campos. Headed away by Healy. Nice touch there by Kim. Up ahead for Obasi, who'll slow it down. Blast makes some changes here as Kim comes out and Dantas checks in. Obasi goes out and Forbus checks in. Here's Healy for the Blast. Nice read by Detroit. Taken away by Dantas. Good flip. Dantas got a chance. He scores! Dantas weaving his way through the defense. It's 4-0 Blast.
Well, that was a good read by the D for Detroit, but Dantas was just too quick and physical. He poked it away, back off the boards to the Blast. I couldn't quite see who was the assist. Was that?
I think it may have been Kim.
Was it Kim that made that nice little touch for Dantas for the ability to drag it through the box and score? Because once he was up top box, no chance here. It's a great initial play by the D, but then Dantas wins it back. Nice touch off the boards, and then little for Bess. Nice little back heel into the middle for Dantas, who's able to finish there and make it 4-0.
Dantas just continues his torrid scoring spree. It's the third straight game. He's got 2 goals.
Now, come on.
No, that's wrong. It's not Kim.
Bess gets that assist. Call down to St. Hours. And get that straight.
That's Forbes' first assist this year, second of his career. For Dantas now, 6 goals in 3 games, 8 points. Dantas now with 22 goals in 18 career games for the Blast. D'Oliveira sends one through, no one there for Detroit.
What a little deke by Hoxie.
20 seconds left. Hoxie finding a man up ahead. It's Tayu. Tayu toe poking up ahead. That one intended for Ortiz, broken up by the keeper, 11 seconds. Maybe they have one more chance here, trailing by 4.
Ortiz was wide open, and Tayu couldn't get it over to him. Nice read by the keeper as well.
Yeah, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. I'm not even sure they're aware of the clock. And mercifully for them, that's the end of the first half. Blast leading Detroit 4-0.
Could be 10, could be 15. Diaz made some nice plays, like the Blast trying to be too fine, but Blast in control right now. 4 goals in that first half. We'll see what happens in the second half.
6 consecutive shutout quarters for Vanzella as the Blast lead Detroit 4-0 at the half.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company, formerly IWIF. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our mission and passion for nearly 100 years, and will be for 100 more. We help protect Maryland workers because
at the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Fans, we've got some great halftime entertainment planned for you here tonight. We've got 2 bands here to perform for you. And first up performing will be the Sparrows Point Band. The Sparrows Point Band about to perform on the field, so we direct your attention to the midfield area. Please welcome the Sparrows Point Band. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Sparrows Point Band. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the stage area. We'd like to welcome here for your listening enjoyment. Please welcome the Martial Law Band.
Baltimore! Never did a home of the hill, baby. Yeah, baby, it's a land of ball wire, moonshine and whiskey. Park your car when you get it stuck. Go and grab your beer and get on up in the truck. It's going down tonight. It's all on me. It's BYOB, and I got all we need. Yeah, boy, about to show me a city slick. How to kick it in the sticks with the critters down on one side of the barbed wire. But it grows and grows if you don't, you know, grows. So we hang out by the bonfire. Some good old boys having a dang good time. We crank it up, get it loud, throw it down in the dirty, dirty south. Being all night, it's in the heads, jocks and boxers, they all can't keep it in the stick. So drop a tailgate. Yeah, we're cranking up AC/DC, Hank Skinny, Joey Strick. Where's the girls? About to call them up. Little Southern draws said, hey, trouble is up. It's going down tonight. Now the bully world got the jacked up trucks and slap covered in mud. Bikini tops and Daisy Duke denim. Hopping out, singing out low in the denim. One side of the barbed wire. But it grows and grows if you don't, you know, grows. So we hang out by the bonfire. Good old boys having a dang good time. We break it up, we get it loud, throw it down in the dirty, dirty south. You know, not a it's in the head, jocks and bikers, they all can't keep it in the stick. Baltimore, can you make some noise for me tonight? We are Martial Law. We got a whole big show planned for you at the end of the game. Stick around. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Halftime. We do a little doggy, cow tipping. How about a little skinny dipping, bass fishing? We take it easy on the shine. Stay away from other boys' women. That's one damn good way. Oh, man, getting wood down. These boys tough down. Get your blood so up around here. Being all night, niggas in the head. Jocks and bikers, they all pay. Outside of the barbed wire. But it grows and grows if you don't, you go broke. So we hang out by the bonfire. Some good old boys having a dang good time. We crank it up, we get it loud. Going down in the dirty, dirty south. Being all night, niggas in the heads. Jocks and bikers, they all can't keep it in the stick. Let me see your hands up in the air and let me know I can hear you out there. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, your Baltimore Blast cheerleader. Ah-hoo! Worked all week, cleaned up, clean cut, and clean shaved. I got the cover on the 68. I fired up and let them horses sing a little pretty thing. A little tan-leg Georgia dream. She's rocking them holy feet. You got going on Saturday, you know. Where's got it? It's gonna be a 40 out of town around half a mile. Four-wheel drives and big motor tires. Musket down and wine, no baby, you can find me in the back of a jacked up tailgate, sitting around watching all these pretty things. Get down in that Georgia play and I'll find peace. The bottom of a real tall cold drink, chilling with some Skinner and some Mohan. Let's get this thing started. The spot got a party. baby, just do your thing. Get full of keys. Hell, why drive and you can stay with me? And then after a while, we'll sneak away from the bonfire. Falling down the moonlight and down on the riverside. Got you sipping on some moonshine. Here we go. Baby, if you're in the mood, you can settle for a one-night rodeo. You can be my tan-leg Juliet. I'll be your redneck Romeo. Oh, baby, you can find me in the back of a jacked-up tailgate, sitting around watching all these pretty things. Get down in that Georgia plate and I'll find peace at the bottom of a real tall cold drink, chilling with some Skinner and some old hand. Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of party. Hey. Oh, baby, you can find me in the back of a jacked-up tailgate, sitting around watching all these pretty things. Get down in that Georgia play and I'll find peace at the bottom of a real tall cold drink, chilling with some Skinner and some old hand. Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of party. Hey, boy. My good buddy Logan, I know you're watching. I love you, pal. I miss you. We'll see y'all after the game. Let's go, Blast! We'll see y'all at the end of the game. We'll martial law. We'll be back.
Blast fans, give it up for the Martial Law Band. And they'll be back with a free concert after tonight's game. So stick around for the Martial Law Band. Free concert after tonight's game.
Third quarter action about to get underway here in Baltimore with the Blast leading Detroit 4-0. Blast jumping out to a 1-0 lead early at the 4:39 mark of the first. And then Detroit, or I should say Baltimore, then adding 3 more goals in the second. Dantas with a pair, Roque and Hoxie for the Blast. Let's take a look, Paul.
Well, that first quarter, all Blast in the first quarter, but only 1 goal. And here it is Blast able to make a play across the box, and then Roque able to tap it in with the right foot into the corner for a 1-0 first quarter lead. There's your Fremont Mortgage highlights. And a nice back heel here, nice touch here. Watch the turnover by Detroit in their own end. You can't do this and be successful as they turn it over right at the yellow line. Good step in there. And then a nice feed across. And just a blistering shot into the back of the net off of the Kim shot first. And then Dantas scores there. Nice speed from Wapu here. Hoxie settles. And then right into the 5-hole. For a 3-0 lead. And then this last goal here, end of the half. Nice job by Dantas to get the recovery. Good back heel by Forbes. Dantas with a nifty little move into the middle of the box, and then a nice finish from Vinny for his second goal of the game and a 4-0 Blast lead. And we need to tell them to give Forbes the assist on that one.
Vinny now with 6 goals in 3 games. Blast outshot Detroit 7-3 in the first, 7-2 in the second, 14-5 for the half. We should also mention Detroit is undermanned in the first place, coming here with just 9 players. Well, they've lost another one. Number 23, Brian Omandi, was on crutches at the half with his ankle wrapped and his knee wrapped in ice. So they only now have 8 field players available to them and their goalkeeper in the second half. Kick in Detroit, out of bounds off the blast. So the Waza Flo in blue and black will go from, or maybe from black and blue, will go from left to right here in the third. Here's Campos being double teamed at the yellow line, tripled by the blast. And they send it all the way back to midfield, now all the way back to the keeper. And Diaz, Rafael Diaz, the keeper, I wouldn't say he's been superlative tonight, but he's made some spectacular saves.
Made some good saves. He's kept his team in the game so far.
And he's been under duress throughout.
He struggled on the distribution.
Blast have hit 2 posts and 2 crossbars tonight. In fact, they hit 2 posts on the same play by the same player.
Yes, they haven't cashed in on all their chances. Let's just say that.
Hey, Blast fans, Top Tier Gear is the official uniform provider of the Baltimore Blast and your source for the latest in team gear and apparel. Visit them at toptiergear.com to learn how TTG can provide your team their own custom look, just like they did for the Blast. Here's Donatelli up ahead for Healy with the left, and he scores on a one-touch, and it's 5-0 Baltimore.
Not even sure what happened there. I don't know if Diaz saw that or if it got deflected maybe off a defender, but just looked kind of awkward as Healy's left footer found the back of the net behind Diaz. Nice feed by Donatelli. He looked like he had a shot, but he saw Healy cutting, and instead of taking the shot, laid it off to the far side. And just inside the old three-point arc is where, or just outside the old three-point arc, yeah, it was deflected. One of the defenders for Detroit got that, and it's a 5-0 game.
See if they give Donatelli the assist on that. They do, at least for now. Healy with his first goal of the year, his 62nd of the career.
Oh, you got to give Donatelli the assist there, right?
I think so, yeah. Point number 201 for Healy. Donatelli with his first point of the year. And that's his 59th career assist, 229th career point. Time to go 1:30 of the third, 5-0 Blast.
Foul on Ortiz.
Blast have outscored their opponents 12-2 in the first half this year.
You know, and for Danny Kelly, you'd really like to see your team get up 8-9-0 here and put this game away.
Here's Dantas now, double teamed in the corner. Trying to work his way through. Foul called on Dantas with 12:31 to go in the third. Diaz up ahead towards midfield.
Diaz way off his line. Way off his line.
What's he doing out there?
No.
Trying to figure, is there an angle here I'm not thinking about?
You're a turnover away in the midfield from an easy goal.
Blast will play it out of the back to Santos on the far side now for Wapu.
This is just way too easy.
Oh, look at this. There's a little push as Kim was cutting through.
You saw that coming all the way. I mean.
Oh, look at this steal. Hoxie with a left. Nice save by Diaz as he blocks it into the corner. De Oliveira in front of his own goal. Blast fans, take care of all your vision needs with Maryland Eye Care, proud sponsor of the Baltimore Blast. And for 50 years, Rosedale Roofing has proudly served the Baltimore region, making a big impact in our community. Honesty and service is what you can expect every time with Rosedale Roofing. Visit them online at rosedaleroofing.com today. Healy, ball up ahead for Venino, who checks in for the first time tonight.
Venino came off the bench and nobody marked him, and then he tripped over the turf monster.
And then Hoxie tried to pass to Donatelli, not enough pace on it, and it's broken up and taken away by De Oliveira. And back to the keeper now with under 11 minutes to go in the third. Detroit still scoreless here. Blast lead at 5-0.
Where's Diaz going now? Good Lord.
Diaz is going to score. I mean,
you know,
William was going to throw it in. Hoxie just going to try one here. That's going to go.
I mean, what are you doing?
That's just totally ridiculous.
I saw that. You saw that coming from the beginning. Where's Diaz going?
And I think Vanzella may get the assist on that.
He should.
I don't know why you would be all the way out there, or if you are going to be out there, why are you not hustling back? Hoxie with his second goal tonight. Here's the replay.
Oh, I mean, he's way off his line. You know, he was all the way up to the yellow line when that ball went into the box and was gathered in by Vanzella.
Would have been a three-pointer last year, one-pointer this year. Hoxie 2 goals, 4. No assist.
Oh, come on.
How is that not an assist?
William Vanzella wants to have a conversation with the scorekeeper.
Maybe he can pull a Diaz and come off his line all the way to the scorer's table.
He might get back quicker, though.
I think he will. Here's another chance for the Blast as they're just looking to add to it here. Roque.
Pereira taken down hard.
And yeah, there's over the boards. And Lucas wants to know why play wasn't stopped with his man down. Looks like he's holding his left ankle.
What a thug play by Coco, and then he kind of stood over him and yelled something at him while he was down injured.
Trainer will come out for the Blast. Looks like Pereira
He's having trouble putting any kind of weight on that right ankle.
Now, you hate to see that ever.
And they didn't even call a foul on that play, did they?
No. He looks like he'll make it off. You hate to see that ever, but you certainly hate to see it in a 6-0 game that Detroit's got no chance at. But looks like he'll be all right.
Looks like he's going to try to walk it or jog it off.
Forbes comes into the game. Or I should say Kim, actually, into the game for Pereira. Blasco now with Ortiz, Kim, Roque, Obasi, and DeSantos. Vanzella in goal. And they steal it. They triple team the ball. Campos gave it up for Detroit. DeSantos looks up ahead. Into the corner for Lucas Roque. And the Blast will win it. De Oliveira had a chance at it.
Yeah, DeSantos did a nice job there. He used his body to screen the defender and let the ball play itself back and then won the ball back.
Now they'll try Levy in the corner. That one broken up by Cabrera.
Blast can space it out here. Detroit, the Waza Flo playing back-to-back. They don't want to really run a lot, so Blast can have some good spacing. They can force, some space open and create some chances.
Venino for his second shift. Venino's made an impact with a goal in 2 games, but just good hustle play in general. Great defender. They try to come out of it here. De Oliveira up ahead, getting back for the Blast is DeSantos. De Oliveira slips by. DeSantos right there, foul called on Baltimore. 8:32 left in the third.
Holding foul on the Blast, number 12, Adriano DeSantos. Free kick, Detroit.
De Oliveira now holds it for Cabrera. Blast scored 1 in the first, 3 in the second, now 2 here in the third.
Oh.
Here's pressure. Here's a goal.
Yeah, Diaz is going to catch Levy. Jeez. That's a foot race I can pretty much call anytime, any day.
That one will be unassisted unless you want to give their keeper an assist. 6:58 time of the goal. For Levy, that's his second of the year, 13th of his career. 7-0 Blast.
Oh, look at this. I got to move the ball quicker than this. And once Levy gets it back, forget about it, The only hope is that Levy might miss the goal.
If it was in the first half, he would have.
Right.
They're not giving their goalkeeper an assist on that one.
Last goal scored by number 7, Levy Lapu.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with 8:02 left in the third. Blast 7, Detroit zip.
Baseball and my family seem to go hand in hand, seem natural. Seems to be built into everything I do. I'm hardwired into MedStar Sports Medicine the same way. I pick up the phone, I call them, I go. They're the sports medicine experts. I trust them.
Back at you here with 8:02 left in the third. All Blast here, 7-0 over Detroit. Blast looking to go 3-0 on the year, remain one of 3 unbeatens in the league. Tacoma was beaten last night, so they're 4-1. Or I should say 3-1. Missouri won last night, they're 4-0. And Brownsville 1-0. Blast go on the road next week for a 2:05 matinee. I think the fan club's taking a bus up next week to Harrisburg for that game. Game time 2:05 at the Farm Show Arena.
Thanksgiving weekend up in Harrisburg. So see our old friend Tariq Walker.
And some of our old Blast friends as well. Well, not that Tariq isn't a Blast friend, he is, but Neto up there now, Lucio. Kicked away by Diaz. Blaster back home 2 weeks from tonight. Actually, I think it's a Friday night game, 12-4 against San Diego. That should be interesting. The Sockers, Blast went to visit San Diego last year, lost to the Sockers 7-2. San Diego comes east on Friday night the 4th, game time 7:35 p.m.
Best chance of the night for Detroit. Goes just wide, and now possible 3-on-2, maybe 2-on-2. Donatelli kind of weaving his way through the defense.
And a note to Blast fans, by the way, if the allure of San Diego coming to town isn't enough, you should know that Mike Lookingland will officially retire, and the Blast will honor him during the San Diego game. Mike, definitely one of the all-time greats in Blast history. A 4-time Defender of the Year, shot for the Blast, and it's tick-tocked into the back of the net.
Is it Ortiz or is it Roque?
I think it's Roque.
Does Ortiz get his first goal, or is it off the deflection from Roque?
We'll have to see. I think it goes to Roque. Ortiz would get the assist. I'll wait. I do know the time of the goal is 8:22 of the third. So they're giving the. Let's see.
Let's take a look.
No, it's off the San Diego.
Yeah.
I mean, the Detroit guy.
It's got to be Ortiz's goal.
So that'll be his first.
Last goal scored by number 7.
Yes. And that'll be his first in a Blast uniform. He's got 2 points tonight.
Assist to number 8, Lucas Roque. Time of the Blast.
Roque gets the assist. Roque with his first assist of the year. He's got a goal and an assist. 2 points for him tonight. Kim ridden to the turf, ball taken away.
Let's play on.
6:20 left.
Almost a 2-on-none.
Blast pressuring.
Blast are hungry now. Look at them. They're buzzing around.
They want more. Pressuring with 4 at the yellow line. Now they back off somewhat. Buffalo Wild Wings with 14 locations in Maryland. Visit them nearby in White Marsh, Owings Mills, or in Westminster. Lots of daily specials Monday through Friday, including happy hour, lunch specials, much more. Find your nearest location at buffalowildwings.com. And don't forget, stop out for the Monday night best seat in the house football promotion during the game to win great prizes and be eligible to win some grand prizes too. And Blast fans, if you need an apartment, well, then Henderson Webb is your hometown property management company with over 10,000 apartments in Baltimore Anne Arundel and Howard counties in Baltimore City. Call 410-885-4100 or visit Apt Rent. That's pronounced aptrent.com. Ask about the Blast Rent Special Equal Housing Opportunity.
There's a 4-on-3 in the Blast. Tried to find Roque near side, and he just couldn't quite hook up. That was a nice defensive play by Waza Flo.
See what Detroit can do. Campos will get a foot on it. Sends it back towards midfield. De Oliveira. Picked up by DeSantos. 5 minutes left in the third. All Blast. 8-0 over Detroit. Detroit didn't score here last year, losing 26-0 in multi-point goals. So they've not scored in Baltimore now in almost 7 quarters. Here's Stanio in the corner. Vanzella comes out on him.
Well, just clear the zone and get it out of danger.
There's Diaz. Well, Diaz has made some bad errors tonight. Not getting back on a trip to the Baltimore yellow line, not getting back in time, and Hoxie scored a half field goal. And then Diaz getting stripped by Levi Wapu in the midfield, and Levi off to the races scoring a goal. Diaz also ventured out on Hoxie, and Hoxie 5-holed him in the corner. Here's Campos trying to take on Wapu. Broken up by William. Nice ball up ahead. And Detroit, though, breaks that down. De Oliveira.
Oh, good defense by Levy. Great outlet.
Here comes DeSantos for the Blast. Good cut. Across for Kim. Hey, I'm getting this on Facebook here. Due to weather conditions and flight cancellations, tonight's game between Missouri and Chicago has been rescheduled to tomorrow for 5 p.m. Central Time. That'll be Sunday the 22nd. There was a big storm in Chicago.
Major snowstorm
they
going
had a
through
foot
the
of
Midwest.
snow. Yep. That's coming east. We may see some flurries here tomorrow night. Top of the box for Baltimore here with 3:23 left. Healy will be on it for the Blast. Nice view here on camera. Let's see how it looks from the end zone. Leaves it for Obasi, blocked by Stanio. Back to Vanzella.
Good look for Obasi. Nice block by the Waza Flo to get out and make that play.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, 11 minutes left. Milwaukee leading Cedar Rapids 9-5. Cedar Rapids, of course, an expansion team this year.
This should be top of the box. Should be top of the box. Should be top of the box.
Official places it down outside the yellow line.
Still should be top of the box. No.
Now it's officially not top of the box.
It's awful.
Let's see if Detroit can get out of their own end here. Campos past midfield. Got Venino with him. Campos with the right, and that one almost redirected by Healy, and the rebound is caught by Vanzella.
He's right there where he needs to be, right?
He is a shot blocker.
Look at that pass.
Venino off the boards.
Oh,
Dantas.
Nice idea.
Step away.
Didn't quite get the right angle there.
Stolen by the Blast. Donatelli goes in on the keeper, blocked to the wall. Dantas keeps it in for Baltimore. The Blast will not relent here tonight. Obasi. Wide. Held in by Healy. Stanio busted that up. Blast still control. Less than 2 minutes now to play in the third.
Here comes Obasi down the wing.
Pereira back on the floor.
Nice to see him back.
Went off with the ankle earlier in the third. Here's Pereira now. Got some space. Yep. Just wide. Rebound. Oh, in the box.
Oh, Vinny.
Dantas got to hit that.
Vinny's got to settle that. It's an easy goal.
Taken away. Donatelli trying to slip by a man in the corner. Can't do it. Coco for Detroit. He gets spilled.
He ran into the official.
Weird.
Did he just call a foul on himself, the official?
That's his
look
first.
Look like he ran into the official.
Nah, they gave it to Dantas.
And the late game warning, I think, on the Blast bench. I don't know why. Oh, it's a bench misconduct warning. Yeah, they're giving him an earful because Danny Kelly's asking him how it could be a foul when he ran into you.
Free kick Detroit, 1:15 left in the third. Blast have outscored their opponents to date 21-4.
Really, at this point, there's really two questions left. How much? And we're looking at the 9th shutout for William Van Zell in his career.
The two questions are how much and how little. Clock running down here in the third. See if Dantas can win that. Boy, if he hadn't gotten tripped, he would have been off to the races towards the goal. 22.3. Dantas, for the third straight game, has 2 goals. And Venzela looking for his second straight shutout. Here's Ortiz for the Blast. Chips it for Bess. Broken up by Butler.
One last chance here for the Blast.
Dantas held.
Oh, that would have counted as for Bess just ripped one with the left foot high and wide.
Blast getting 4 third quarter goals and lead at 8-0 after 3. 15 minutes left in this one. All Blast here tonight. Blast scoring 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 4 in the third. That trend doesn't look promising for Detroit as the Waza Flo trail at 8-0 here. They only came to town with 9 players. They're down another one as Brian Omondi on crutches at the half. So Blast just looking to play out the last 15, and like you said, there's only 2 questions: how much and how little at this point.
Tired bunch of guys out there for the Waza Flo. So it is. It's how much, how little. There's a turnover.
Campos tries to flip one over Vanzella, and he scores. That's well played by Campos. Williams upset.
Oh, he's upset, sure. I mean, there goes the shutout off of a bad pass, a giveaway, freebie. And credit Campos for a nifty little flick over the top of Vanzella, who had no chance whatsoever.
3rd goal in 4 games for Campos. It's unassisted. Time of the goal, 12 seconds of the 4th. It breaks the shutout streak for Vanzella, 75 minutes, 48 seconds this year, and it breaks the shutout streak for Detroit in Baltimore. They lost last year. Here's another steal by Campos. That one broken up by Tayu. Vanzella kneels down.
Nobody up ahead with Hoxie.
Tried to slip it through. Broken up by the keeper. 8-1 is the score.
Another good save by Diaz. 1-on-1.
Detroit playing the second of back-to-back nights. That's another good save. Rebound. Another save. And Levy's in there, and he scored.
I think they're going to give it to Hoxie.
Hoxie.
I think they said it went in before that, but we'll see.
Blast get that one back. Time of the goal, 52 of the 4th. If it's Hoxie, then that's 3 tonight. Hat-trick time. If it's Levy, that's 2. Well, who threw the T-shirt into the crowd? Here we go.
See, he put his hands up before Levy kicked the ball.
It is Hoxie. Goal comes 40 seconds after Campos. The assist goes to Wapu, so he's got a 2-point night. For Hoxie now, he's got 5 goals in 3 games. 62 goals in 67 career games. 9-1 Baltimore, 13:35 left.
Oh, 3-on-2. Very tired Detroit team.
DeSantos blocked, rebound, comes out to Detroit. Hey, Blast fans, Embassy Suites by Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor, the official hotel of the Blast. Connected to the Embassy Suites is Baltimore's most sought-after venue, the Grand. Whether planning a corporate meeting or event, wedding, gala, or social event, contact us at 410-685-7777 or online at thegrandbaltimore.com.
Great venue to have your Christmas parties or holiday events.
Here's another chance for the Blast. DeSantos.
Again, too many passes.
Donatelli now with the left. That's blocked. Out in front by Detroit. Looks like by Deku. Again with a block for Detroit was the keeper now. Diaz point blank with Roque.
Man, that's a nice save.
Blast 110.
Waza Flo is totally melted down defensively.
Obasi. Patient. Yep, Blast got all the time in the world right now. One touch, rebound, just wide from Donatelli. First shot taken by Roque. Blast fans, Advanced Radiology, proud to be the official medical imaging provider of the Blast. When you need fast, accurate results, trust the team of experts at Advanced Radiology. Visit advancedradiology.com for a location near you. Benzello off the boards towards Healy. Now whistle as Healy goes down.
Why even call the foul? I mean, Blast had possession and we're coming out of their own end.
Blast will go on the road next week for the first time, a Saturday matinee. Post-Thanksgiving against the Harrisburg Heat up at the Farm Show Arena, up 83. Called many a game from the Harrisburg Farm Show Arena. Back in the day when Danny Kelly wore a Harrisburg uniform. And so did Lee Tashon-Tourette.
David Bascom.
David Bascom. In fact, I want to say David became a 1,000-point scorer in a Harrisburg uniform. Milwaukee leading 11-5 over Cedar Rapids now in the fourth. Max Ferdinand, former Blast player, with a hat trick. That game was 6-5 a few minutes ago. So Milwaukee on a run. Blast fans, if you're looking to refinance or buy a home, call Fremont Mortgage Funding. Your loan is handled here in Baltimore, not out of state. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Fremont Mortgage Funding is proud to back the Blast. That's why Fremont is on the Blast uniform back. When you're ready to buy or refinance your home, Fremont is ready to back you too. Call 800-955-8508 for a free analysis. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Here comes the Waza Flo. 10-14 left in the game. And they'll double back now with Coco. Can't control it. Blast now looking to move out of their own end with Wapu. That's broken up.
Nice steal.
And the rebound, or I should say the shot, just wide. And a foul called on the Blast. It'll be on Wapu. Free kick Detroit outside the arc. 9:50 to go. Barring a miracle here, Blast will go to 3-0 on the year. And win their 22nd straight at home. And 43rd in their last 45. The only teams to have beaten Baltimore at home in their last 45 home games over 4 years are Milwaukee and Missouri.
That's pretty dominant.
It's not too shabby. Well, speaking of dominant, since the start of the 2010 season, so we're going back 6 years now, Blast are 91-21 regular season, .813 percentage. Since the start of 12, when they last won a championship, they're 58-10.
Been in the championship series every year.
Last four.
Last four. 1-1. The championship series last year was
phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
May have been the best ever.
The game 2 and mini game in Monterey were just unreal.
Must-watch internet. Chesapeake Employers Insurance is Maryland's largest writer for workers' comp insurance. For a business coverage quote, connect with your local agent.
I'm just going to leave that one go.
Are you frustrated at work by slow computers or system crashes? If so, now I got to restart this situation here.
Oh, another shot just wide.
I owe Netacom a better read. Hold on one second.
Take two.
All right. Hey, Blast fans, are you frustrated at work by slow computers or system crashes? If so, Netacom's computer and network support team can help. Netacom provides flat rate service plans for businesses just like yours. Put Netacom on your team's roster. Check us out at netacom.com. Fancy footwork here by D'Oliveira, who's been held scoreless tonight. And all that for nothing. Blast control at the yellow line.
Well, 4 Blast players converged on him when he got to the yellow line.
Foul called on Deku.
Hoxie was going to turn, head to
score.
the corner, and shoot.
7:32 to go. Santos' field goal is good.
That's a little high. Just a bit over the crossbar.
And a timeout on the floor. We'll take it to, it's all Blast right now, 9-1 over Detroit.
High school.
Back at you
Freedom
here from the
Soccer
arena
Club,
with 7:25 left to go.
LTRC.
Blast leading at 9-1 over Detroit. Blast scoring 4 goals in the third, another one here in the fourth. Andrew Hoxie, the hero so far tonight among many for the Blast, with 3 goals. Hey, Paul, I meant to tell you, apparently they're installing a new scoreboard here at the arena.
Yeah.
Which will be ready for the next home game, hopefully against San Diego. So I don't think we can call it the mediocre structure.
Well, we'll see. We'll evaluate once we see the new scoreboard.
Okay, it's fair. Just be on the
But
alert.
yeah, I heard it's pretty cool though.
Yeah, so we may have to, resort to
change our terminology.
Superstructure violation.
Terminology will change, sure. Oh, look at that pass! Look at that pass.
DeSantos, that one broken up. He was looking for Roque. Blast now need to get back. Not a lot there from Detroit. Here's Campos. And that one goes over Ortiz.
The big man is all over the place.
He's dominated in the second half.
I wouldn't go that far. Oh, try again. Oh.
There we go. And they'll get it over eventually. Sobrera sends it off to Campos, blocked by the Blast. Kim trying to tackle away, held in by Detroit.
Oh.
Nice little push there by DeSantos.
Took that little tricky hop off the dasher corner of the glass. Right to Vanzella.
Here's DeSantos, a little bit of pressure applied by Costa. Venino. Obasi with less than 6 to go.
A lot of space on the floor right now for the Blast.
Target man is Roque. Back to Wapu. Final from Milwaukee. The Wave have beaten Cedar Rapids 11-6.
Here's a mismatch. Wapu on Campos. And he doesn't take him. Oh, Obasi!
Wow.
Puts it in the corner. That's just not fair.
Far post. What touch. 10-1 Blaster in double digits. Obasi with a 2-point night.
got things going with the assist on the first goal from Roque. And here receives the pass from Wapu and then just a couple dribbles with the left foot. And then he blisters it into the far corner. Look at this, Gary. Good angle here. Look at this. Bam. No chance.
He used the post.
Yeah.
Time of the goal, 9:50 of the fourth. Obasi, his first tonight. And that is his first of the year, 10th career. They give it unassisted.
Yeah, he took a couple dribbles.
10-1 Blast. Blast have won over Chicago 7-4, Syracuse 6-0, and right now 10-1 on Detroit. $23-5 overall. Hoxie trying to turn on a defender. That one broken up. Hoxie still in pursuit. Nicely done by Forbes.
Ooh.
Hoxie, and that one broken up. He gets it back.
Going for 4. No.
That one wide. Rebound. High. Hoxie in the corner. Looks like they're just playing catch off the wall.
Oh. Dangerous pass there.
DeSantos now with about 3:30 to play. There's a drive, and that one just wide. Roque. Donatelli digs it out. He's got a chance.
One too many for Roque that time. That's been a theme tonight for the Blast. They have 10. There's could have been more, but one too many. One too many passes. Oh, geez.
Wow. Can't pass the ball much deeper in your own end than that. Blast are everywhere. Detroit's nowhere.
Well, I mean, they just got they got cement in their legs.
Yeah, not
There's
blaming
only
them.
8 of them.
Vanzella off the boards, 2:35 left. So a tough weekend for Detroit. They lost last night at Syracuse 9-4. They'll fall tonight here to the Blast. Now then another guy they have, Butler, he's hurt. So they don't really have a lot. DeSantos skips by Campos. 2 minutes now to go. Blast still playing. Toe poke by DeSantos, blocked out in front. Rebound, score, Roque. Lucas opened it with a goal, and now he's got, I wouldn't say the final goal, but the last one. Time of the goal, 13:04 of the fourth.
Well, they knocked it off of DeSantos' foot, but right to Roque, and Lucas from the top of the box drills it into the corner.
That's a three-point night for Lucas.
Here it is. They blocked the shot from DeSantos, but then the rebound comes to Roque through, and with the left foot, buries it for an 11-1 lead.
5 goals, 6 points on the year for Roque. And DeSantos gets the assist. That keeps his scoring streak alive. His first assist tonight. He's got 3 points on the year, and that's 100 for the career. 100 career points for DeSantos. So Healy hit 200 last week. DeSantos hits 100 tonight. 11-1 Blast. Vanzella makes a save. On a run down the corner by Coco. Blast looking for another one. Oh, another post. That's 3 posts and 2 crossbars tonight.
Inside of the post that time. Ricocheted back out sideways. Well, the Blast have proved they can hit the post tonight.
Blast to win their 22nd straight at home. Quite an impressive mark. They've always been tough at home, no doubt.
And you can see that Bill Belichick doesn't coach the Blast because they're just going to
forward.
hold it in their own end, right?
11 wouldn't be enough. So that'll do it here. The Blast will hold. Detroit will allow it. Blast will beat Detroit 11-1. Move to 3-0 on the year. Syracuse will slip by Detroit and into second place in the division at 2-2. Blast lead the division by 1.5. Vanzella just a 1 turnover away from another shutout. Would have been back-to-back. He had back-to-back last year. Vanzella already taking a lap. And that's your final. Blast beating Detroit 11-1 behind a hat trick from Andrew Hoxie tonight. A couple of goals each from Dantas and Roque. Ortiz got on the scoreboard with a goal and an assist. Levy had a 3-point night, a 2-point night actually. A lot of assistance from all over the floor for the Blast, and really Detroit very game in terms of their determination tonight, but just not enough players and not enough legs.
I mean, you can see at the end of the game how weary they were. Blast pretty much had their way in the fourth quarter. But Detroit kept it close early. The Blast only had a 1-0 lead after 1, but really started to flex their muscle a little bit in the second quarter and then pulled away in the third to cruise to an easy victory.
Blast 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and then the 7 in the second half. As the Blast move to 3-0. Shots, Blast 21, which is not a high amount necessarily. Detroit only 6.
I think that was after the third quarter, though.
Oh, that's possible. Yeah, you're right. 21-6 after 3.
Well, you know, Detroit got at least one shot on goal in the fourth quarter.
Blast Pepsi player of the game. Who will it be, Paul?
Well, it's going to be Andrew Hoxie with the hat trick. And what a night he had. There's the first one, nice settle. And then right through the 5-hole there. That's his first. Now here, wide open goal. Diaz, well, I don't know where he was. That's number 2. Diaz is mad, but who should be mad? And then number 3 here as he gets it in past Diaz for the hat trick as he scores from the short angle.
So Hoxie acquired when Rochester folded at the end of the year. 3 goals tonight, 5 in 3 games for the Blast. Definitely made an impact.
I saw Andrew before the game last week. He said, I was just trying to get the nerves out of my way, getting adjusted to the new guys and all. And it seems like he's really starting to fit in here in Baltimore.
Vanzella lowers his goals against average now. 3 games, 5 goals against, 1.67.
Here's the save of the game coming up.
Campos with the right, and that one
here,
almost redirected.
That was pretty
Healy.
easy. Well, that's just
and
about,
the rebound
about
is
positioning. Here's another one.
Campos with the right.
Well, that's the same one. It's about positioning right there.
It's still about positioning?
Still about positioning.
Sure?
Sure. No,
what about
time.
now, Paul? What about now?
It's still about positioning.
So all 3 times.
Yeah. There's your save of the game.
I think he may have been tested one more time than that, but whatever. Anyway, William leads the league, 1.67 goals per game allowed, and again, it's Williams great, but you just think about how few shots he faces out in front of him. Blast possessed the ball so much. Am I going on the right track here or no?
No, you're right.
I mean,
well, I'm interested. They're going to go on the road, play Harrisburg next week. Then they come home, and I won't be here for the San Diego game, which I'm disappointed about. But that'll be a good test. Let's see where the Blast are at that point. Soccer should come in here and give them a pretty good game.
After that, throughout the month of December, Blast are at Syracuse, home against Harrisburg. Then they have a New Year's Eve day game on the road, 5:05 p.m. against Harrisburg, and that'll close out the calendar year. So Blast historically have gotten off to quick starts, and right now they're pretty quick at 3-0, far away above their competition. That'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. A big thank you to Andrew Primrose, our producer extraordinaire, and the rest of the Invicta crew. Paul Mittermeier, thank you.
Gary Stein, thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow at the Ravens game.
Yes, sir.
But I won't see you 2 weeks against San Diego. Our final score here tonight, Blast 11, Detroit 1. We'll see you next time.